What's up everyone, welcome to my channel, WOT Small Engines. Today's video we gotta do the axles. We got the spare here, and this one needs to be fixed. We got a bad spline on the hub for the rotor, and I noticed bearings. See how it's got the play in it? So I'm gonna take it all apart. So we might as well put bearings in it while we're at it. Good thing I've got some extra bearings on hand. So, and you're gonna need a 50 millimeter axle nut tools. I got Tuscran here. All right, let's start with getting these wheels right out of the way. Two different sizes lug nuts on this, so that's perfect. Alright, next you gotta get this cotter pin out. It should just be this side that you need to take off. The hub here, wheel hub. Here. Okay, clear it out, don't lose the washer. And we'll check the splines on that. They look okay. Next we gotta get these axle nuts off. I didn't really mess with these, but these were already loose. So, I mean, you don't need everything tight, you know. I leave the chain on, that way you can put it in gear and that can help assist you getting these nuts off. 'Cause usually they are pretty tight, but next we gotta take this sprocket off. Usually they have like a locking thing on them. This one's missing, so fix the price there, I guess. Right, probably gonna have to take the chain off anyways. This should slide right out. Good, you gotta clean all this grease and grime off there, of course, while you have it out, so we don't have any of that wearing out our new bearings. Alright, let's see which one was bad. Yeah, I can already tell the hub on this one's pretty shot, so it's always a good idea when you're painting your hubs. You get the paint all over the splines too. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Different day here. I had some problems. I could not get the axle out of this part sub for the life of me. I don't know. It was stuck in there. I think it must have sat outside for a while and it's all seized up. So I went ahead and order up some used hub for the rotor. The splines in that look pretty good. And the carrier, see all the grooves down there. That's for the spacer that goes over the shaft inside the center of this. All them grooves are not good. Those are pretty deep too. Must be the old bearing exploded once on that side. these bearings in it, they weren't that bad, but so it must have been a prior job. Alright, we need this brake rotor for the hub we got. So we're going to get these bolts out. Sometimes these bolts are hard to get out, so let's see if we can get them. You can wire brush all the dirt off. If you get any loose dirt off them, you can spray them with penetrating oil here, and I just think it helps get down in there. Give them a little love tap to make sure they're on. You strip one of them out, you're going to have a hard time getting it. There we go. See if we get that seal out first, maybe. Oh yeah, it popped right out. Oh yeah, it's coming. There we go. Hopefully this one's in good shape. Get some of this grease off. Oh yeah, this one looks pretty good. Alright, I don't know how this is going to work. I got a little hone, flex hone. I'm going to see if I can smooth up some of the surface on here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll try it. See if we can save us a little bit of work. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we're going to do one side at a time. Start with one side, pick a side, won't really matter. So these both have sealed side on them, so it don't matter which side that goes in which. So make sure all your surfaces are cleaned up nice. Alright, and we're going to put these right in. lightly tap them in. Using the old spacer inside to get the rest of the way in. Alright, you can hear the tone change when you get it in all the way. Alright, then we'll put it in a seal. Make sure you put the flat side facing out. I'm going to put a little bit of grease in them too, I think. We got some, what is this? Wheel bearing grease. So. Next, we'll put the spacer in. Don't forget to grease that up. You'll never see that again, so. And we're just going to cake it right to it. I like cake. Cake is pretty good. And slip that right in there. Just like that. Use some of that grease to put it on that side. See if that bearing will go in easier over here. Oh, that went right in. So yeah, maybe you want to do that next time. Or do that next time. Put some grease inside of that one too. Alright, don't forget. Oh, we're good spline after all that. We don't want to forget about that, do we? The flat side where the rotor goes out. Okay, so slide that in most of the way. Make sure it's cleaned up good. And I want to put a bunch of grease on that too. That should slide right in there. Oh yeah. Of course, you want the bolts facing out so you can bolt on your sprocket, of course. And that pushes on nice and snug. Alright, now I'm going to wire brush all these threads so that the nuts go on nice. I'm going to be fighting with them. I'm going to spray a little bit of penetrating oil on them and the threads, so we're not fighting with them as bad. That's the whole idea. See when I tighten that one up going this way, first one. Okay. These wrenches are nice. They've got a spot for 1/2 inch and a spot for 3/8 drive. So if you're like me, you got 2 different sizes, it's no problem. Okay, nice and tight. This side didn't even have a cotter pin in it. You don't need them everywhere, I guess. Okay. Now let's get the rotor on. Alright, we're going to make it easy for the next guy, because why won't you? A little bit of never sees. Make sure you clean off any greasy fingerprints from your job off the brake rotor, because you don't want that glazing over your pads and rotors. So and there's 2 sides. caliper was junk, so I leaked all the fluid out of it, so that's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna do these a little bit different on this one, I think. So I'm gonna loosen the bleeder screw and then push the lever down and then tighten the bleeder screw, and then you can let the brake back up, loosen the screw, push it down, see the air come out, tighten it back up, and then let off the brake and keep going back and forth that way. Make sure the reservoir is full, and we're just gonna keep doing that until we get all the air out. You don't want to be bleeding it and then have the reservoir go empty, then you got to restart it all over again. So we're just gonna finish this up and put the wheels back on, and this will be all done. So we got the rear end on it, we got the wheels all on, everything is solid on it except for the pipe. Rear end's nice and solid, brakes on it, got brakes now. Yeah, that does it for that job. If I had to do that job differently, I would put the jack stand somewhere else so it's not underneath the center of your workspace. I don't know, it's just a jack stand, but if you have a nice garage you're working in, all the fluids and grease and everything dripping out will get all over your floor because you can't put the pan underneath it with the jack stand in the way. So maybe put it up underneath somewhere else instead. And the other side, maybe put grease in it like I did the second time to get the bearing, and they went in real smooth that way. So that's about it if I had to do it again, I guess. That does it for today's video. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks a lot, and as always, stay safe.